All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praise and glories unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Harakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Greetings, salutations, and blessings unto your elect. Shalom unto you. I'm your brother Shaquat from the Las Vegas Church. Just going to go into this quick lesson, Lord willing. It's straight to the point and quick and edifying. So without further ado, I'm going to start with this title of a headline from the National File, which says Democrats slip plans for $700,000 compliance fines under U.S. Code Section 666 into budget bill. And the point I want to make about that is the code. There's code to this thing. Okay, we should understand what these codes are. So here's the video over here where President Biden says, quotes, 6 minutes, 6 days, or 6 weeks. Okay, for an infrastructure deal. All right, so I'll play what he says, and then I'll get what the code leads into, but it should be obvious. Okay, with all the mandates and so on and so forth. It should be pretty obvious, but I'll play it.
Asking 1,000 different questions, and they're all legit. I'm telling you, we're going to get this done. It doesn't matter when. It doesn't matter whether it's in 6 minutes, 6 days, or 6 weeks. We're going to get it done.
Why has it been so challenging to unite the party, Mr. President? Why has it been so challenging to unite the party?
Okay, I'll play it.
Why is the party united?
Are you serious? Why is the party united? 50-50? Come on, man. Unite the party, 50-50. I got it.
How big is this bill going to have?
You got to get rough someday, man.
All right, so there you had it. Okay, 6 minutes, 6 days, or 6 weeks, straight out of behind his mask. Okay, and we should all know what that goes right into. All right, bear with me 1 second. All right, so now we're in the book of Revelation. I'm gonna start at verse 18, then I'll read up and read back down. It says, "Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Okay, that's what the code is. That's what it's all about. All right. So they're working on putting this infrastructure, as they call it, in place, and they've been putting it with different mandates and so on and so forth. Okay, and what are they doing? They're forcing you to choose a side, right? This devil's been drawing a line in the sand, and he's on one side where you're gonna align yourself with him and his and the beast, and by getting into the image of the beast, or you're gonna defy him, and you may have to choose death. All right, but if you're in the spirit and of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, then you have an opportunity for salvation in life. All right. So Revelation 13 verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that's what they're setting up. They're setting up life into this image of the beast. The image of the beast is the way of life, man. The new normal. Okay, it's setting up to where people have to live by this, because they're already going into the food shortages. They're going into the mandates where you can't work or anything like that if you don't have it. The government workers, they're putting the pressure on the companies, and that's what that article was about, over the $700,000 fines if you don't comply. Okay, it starts off at 70,000. I mean, like 5 to 7,000, then it jumps up to 70,000 and up to 700,000 for repeat offenders. Okay, when you go into that article, there's an article done the other day on that. You can go more into that, but yeah, it says that the image of the beast should both speak. So they're bringing it to life by putting it into legislation. and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So if you're not into the system, which you've taken the charagma, well, before the charagma, if you haven't taken the venom, okay, then and you can't show proof, and you know, the boost mobiles time and time again until they put you in a very vulnerable health state, then you could be killed, man. But you could be killed by taking that also, okay? And how do they squeeze you out? They didn't say directly that they just put you to death, but hey, we've seen weirder things, man. If they squeezing you out of a livelihood, yeah, they're sentencing you to death. You lose your job in your home and everything, that's putting you on the streets towards death. Okay, if they ostracize you, that's putting you out there to death, man. Okay, indirectly. Okay, you can't go anywhere, can't buy anything, you can't work anywhere. How are you supposed to survive? All right. Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. We should know what that charagma is. Okay, it said that no man might buy or sell save he had the mark. That's why they're putting the heavy fines on these companies. All right, so you won't be able to buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, so let me bring this up right quick. All right, and this was a post, I believe it was Twitter, but by Brian Taylor Cohen. It says out of 67,000 United Airlines employees, only 593 refused the venom. It says when the airline announced plans to fire them, nearly half of them submitted proof of compliance. Now only 320 uncompliant employees will be terminated out of 67,000. Okay, or 0.4%. Venom mandates work. See, showing you that squeeze, that those draconian measures actually work. You know, when you take away people's livelihood and then they don't have faith. The majority of these people don't have faith. Okay. All right. There's been NBA players that have folded. Okay. Andrew Wiggins. I don't know where. I can't find the. See if I can find it. Okay. We see here was Andrew Wiggins. Steve Kerr, the coach of the Golden State Warriors, says Wiggins has taken the venom and will be allowed at home games because the state of California mandated for you to take them. In the state of New York also, so that's why they were saying only away games would you be able to play in. But if you're going to a state that has it as a mandate, then you couldn't play. Okay, which was the difference of his initial statements. You feel the squeeze wherever it hurts you the most, and you really got to consider. It says Wiggins confirmed that he will not receive the venom and will give up $8.9 million for the 41 regular season home games. Okay, let them be a good team when they go to the playoffs and they need him. They will put the pressure on him. They were even talking about trading. Trade the players that don't want to comply. Okay, but now he's folded, so he's good. You know, as far as the team goes, but this is basketball. They're folding. What about when it's about a meal? Okay, about your job. The jobs are being squeezed. Okay, this is the language in the temperature and the climate that we're living in now. Okay. See, there's the quote there by Stephen A. Smith on Kyrie Irving. If you ain't gonna take it, trading, you can't play half your home games. Yeah. See, this is the climate. This is the talk. See what they're doing? Okay, dishonorable discharge for troops who refuse it. Okay. All right. And here's breaking. This is from Gavin Newsom. California will require our kids to get the venom to go to school. This will go into effect following the full FDA approval. Our schools already require venom for measles and mumps and more. Why? Because they work. This is about keeping our kids safe and healthy. No more freedom of choice. None of that. Okay? What you patriots believe in. You know, this is what you guys believe in. That this place was the home of the free. You could do as you choose, and freedom of speech, freedom of choice, freedom of religion. Well, this is now over. Okay? Certain places, and this is for children. We know it's already going into effect for certain levels of adults. This is for children to go to school. Okay, the one guy was, man, what the fuck? Ah! Wigging out and screaming because he just forced it, and he knows his wife is gonna force him to take it. You know, I mean, force his kids to take it. His ex-wife. See? This is the climate we're in. So when he says 6 minutes, 6 days, or 6 weeks, you know, that's what he's talking about. This is that new world order that's coming to pass, man. Okay? And we know that this place has been having all kinds of talking about YouTube, particularly in certain social media sites, are really cracking down on what you can and cannot say on here. All right? So just wanted to put that out there. You know, this is that go time. This is when your faith is really going to be required. This is when they're going to release all types of things onto you. These tests are going to be required. If not the test, then the actual venom compliance is going to need to be required. And it's going to come down to a Karagma implant, okay? All right, this is the speech. This is the beginning of the dark winter that he was talking about. Okay? All right, you see? They cut unemployment. There's a millions less of jobs out there on the streets now. What are you people going to do? You know, do you have faith in the true Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, that you'll be able to stand in that evil day? Lord willing. So, Lord willing, this is edifying. We'll give all praise and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. Shalom unto you.